I'm Melanie Wise, I'm the CEO of Fetch Robotics, and today we're going to show a really quick live demo of our software system and how it works and how easy it is to get different workflows working and set up in your facility in as little as 72 hours. So one of the first things that you do when you deploy robots like this is you make a map in your facility. The way you start that process is you go into our software and you say make a map, you select the robot that you want to use to make the map, and then you start mapping. And the mapping software takes care of that automatically. And when you're done, you get something that looks like this. Now, we're not going to do the mapping because it's going to take a little bit of time, but we did this map in about 15 minutes yesterday, just walking around this area of ProMat. So this is our booth right there, and this is how we have it set up for the workflows for our demo. But now I'm going to take you through how you would set up a simple workflow in your facility. One of the things that you first do is you drop in maybe some keep out areas where you don't want the robot to go. And so you basically use our interface to drag and drop some red boxes. The robots now can't leave our booth. And you might want to mark some other things in the environment, say these shelves, stuff like that, to make sure that the robots don't go there. And then you may want to drop in some charge docks. And our software takes care of all of the charge docking and understands what it means to have a charge dock. And if you make the map when the charge docks are already installed, it's really easy to find them and then drop a charge dock into the map. And this is how robots do autonomous charging in our system, is they know where the dock is and they go there and charge. The other thing is you can drop in locations. Locations define where robots go in the map. And so when you map out the location, say you want to put a picking location here in the map, that picking location basically says this is where picking is, and then you can put another one in the map and for shipping. And this information, this naming, is actually used to display the buttons on the front screen of the robot. And so you can set up a very simple workflow very rapidly by putting in named locations into the map, and then when you make the task workflow, it'll display those locations. Next thing you can do is you can actually add lanes. Lanes is a preferred route that the robot takes. In your facility, you may not want robots free roaming the facility. You may actually want to control where robots go, the directionality of that traffic, and how it gets there. And so here you can see Rohan dropping in some lanes for our robots to follow. So once you do all of this, you can hit publish. And what happens when you hit publish is it actually sends the map and all that information directly to the robots in real time. This is extremely valuable when you look at that application of the deployment of the maps, because, for example, we had a customer who had a sprinkler system malfunction and dumped a whole bunch of water into the facility. What they actually did is they went into the map and they drew a big keep out area around that map where all the water was, and the robots didn't go there. So within a blink of an eye, they were able to basically prevent all the robots going into that area and keep their workflows running. And so that was a really powerful tool for them. Now, once you have a map built, you need to get a robot into that map, and so you go select the robot that you want, you select the map that it should be running on, and then once the robot's in that map, it'll show up as unlocalized or mislocalized. So when it's mislocalized, you have to tell it where it is. And so we have some simple tools for basically telling the robot, I'm here in the world. And once you have a robot in the world, you can tell the robot to go someplace. So by clicking on the robot, you can select the navigate icon, and the robot will navigate wherever you tell it to go. And this is beneficial because if you just want to get the system running really quickly and you just want to start something, you can just do a quick test to make sure that the connectivity is all there. Now that you've set up 2 destinations within your facility, how do you make a workflow? How do you turn this into something that is actually usable and you care about in your facility? And so you go into our task builder, and our task builder basically allows you to construct workflows on the fly and then schedule them to run on a daily basis. And so we have a set of actions, and you can also select what robots run these tasks. If you have a variety of sizes of robots like we have here, you may only have tasks that you want to run on big robots and tasks that you want to run on small robots. Then you could select from a set of actions. These actions basically allow you to do different things. One of them is wait for destination selection. So basically what this does is it allows you to use the destinations that you set up in the map. And so you can select those destinations, and the names of those destinations then show up on the screen of the robot, because this is building out an HMI for the robot. And then you can tell that robot where to go. So after you do that and you save it, then you can go in and schedule the task. Scheduling a task is very easy. You basically can name the schedule, say which task template it's supposed to run, what set of tasks it's supposed to run in real time, how many robots you actually want running that task. So our coordinator basically allows you to say, I have N robots that I want to run, and it'll manage all of those robots, their charging activities, things like that. Then you can say the block of time, since everyone usually runs shifts. Our robots have the capability to run 9 to 16 hours, depending on usage, between charges. And once you set up a schedule, so we have a schedule here that we've set up to run, then you can turn on that schedule and hit save, and the robot will start running this schedule. And so I need an assistant here to press the button on the screen to send the robot to where it needs to go. And so what this allows us to do is in many of our facilities where we have these robots running, people basically have the robots in maybe pick supermarkets or pick zones, and then these robots do the transportation task. When you look at the value that we provide to the customer, they're able to get a system running like this in 72 hours and then see immediate return on investment. Many of our customers got return on investment as little as 2 months, and that's a big bonus. So another thing about this is we have preferred lanes, things like that. Now, if you were to go select the button and then block the lane of the robot will do something clever, because that's what AMRs do. And so when it knows its lane's blocked, it'll go against the lanes and still try and get to its destination. And so that's kind of the power of AMRs, is they don't have to wait for things to get out of their ways. They actually make decisions on the fly to do that navigation. This is really the power of the Fetch Robotics system. All of this is located in the cloud. It removes the burden of you having to set up on-site infrastructure. We show up with robots. They're already authenticated in your own cloud for your business. We show up, the robots are immediately attached online and get running. And so this is how we're able to set up a system in about 72 hours, provide real value instantly. Now the other thing is you may be asking, well, I have a WMS, what about that? And so Fetch actually provides a full SDK in several languages for integrating with WMSs. And many of our customers have done that, including SAP, which is a partner of ours, and they've been demonstrating full integration. They actually built out an entire module to integrate with the Fetch Robotics system. And so you can work with our robots either in an unintegration fashion or an integrated fashion. And one of the things that we like to do for our customers is to make sure that they can experience the system before they do all of the work of the integration. Because integration, as we all know, can take 4, 8, 10 weeks to do. And we want to make sure that you can see the value of the system before you spend a lot of time doing integration.